Hey there. So today is installment two of foods that you can add to your shopping list or would have in the kitchen cupboard that are going to be really helpful for supporting your health at the moment and in general. So today is turmeric. I have mine in a massive jar because I buy it in bulk from my herbal suppliers. Um, I also have some fresh turmeric. Um, so It's always quite small, so it's a little bit tricky to peel. I think you can use the back of a spoon or a knife kind of causes some loss of the turmeric, but when you're feeling lazy, it's probably the easiest way to do it. This stuff stains like hell. So, if I put it on my hand, it's really not going to do a massive amount right now, but you'll see it will start to color up. And when you finish chopping it, you're going to have completely yellow fingers and nails, and it's going to take forever to come back off. It's related to ginger, but it smells quite different. It's like a kind of earthy, spicy but not hot carrot is how I would describe it. And it can be used lots of ways in food. In fact, if you get inventive, there can be more ways than you thought to sneak this bad guy into you. So I was trying to dig up some interesting research. In Sanskrit, which is a very ancient language, there's many names for turmeric and some interesting ones. I'm referring to my notes here, as you'll notice, because I'm not even going to try and pronounce the words. But you have the victorious one, the destroyer of fever, the destroyer of pathogens, sacred, and the goddess of transformation and splendor. So if those aren't good reasons to try and include turmeric in your diet, I don't know what is. But if you were going to go with the science, it is incredibly rich in compounds, curcuminoids, which are anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, liver supporting. They support the cardiovascular system and will help normalize cholesterol levels. Very important for brain health. There's some very interesting research on the use of turmeric for things like Alzheimer's disease or ALS and different conditions. Also, musculoskeletal conditions. When we're injured, turmeric is going to be really helpful as well. So, yeah, lots of reasons to do this, but it's going to be incredibly helpful right now for helping us to kind of have a good natural balance in our bodies of antioxidants and a normalized inflammatory response. So that's what we want. We want our body being able to deal with being sick appropriately, and that's what a really good diet does for us. So sometimes we get sick and nothing is going to stop that happening, but our body is able to fight back in an appropriate response. So that's why we want to eat really well right now. So turmeric, how do I use turmeric in the house at home? So turmeric is best absorbed when there's some fats present and when it's heated a little bit, but not too much. Pepper also is going to help with the absorption. Now, some people will then think, okay, better add my turmeric to water and add in some coconut oil and a little bit of pepper. But turmeric is for cooking with. And when you cook with it, the fats are in there and the pepper is in there. So making homemade soups, bone broths, curries, casseroles, hummus, dips are all going to be eggs or another way that are really helpful. Just adding some turmeric into your scrambled eggs. There's already fat in the egg yolk. They say that it's better to add turmeric towards the end of cooking so that it's not heated for too long, which may then start to deactivate some of the beneficial constituents in there. So that's something I haven't been doing because we're always told to put the ingredients in towards the beginning. So I may start doing that myself. But yeah, salad dressings is another really handy way. And again, the oils are going to be present in there naturally. So yeah, try and sneak it in. And it's not a strong spice, so even though it's in curry powders, it hasn't got heat or fire. It's more a kind of earthy flavor. Sometimes if I'm making soups, I'll add quite a lot in, and I'll get away with it more or less. When I find fresh, because they do feel that it absorbs a little bit better when it's from fresh. And again, the whole food rather than just the extract. There's just so many things in a plant and they all sort of work together in what's called synergy. But I will, if I have the fresh, I will grate it up. So a good tablespoon or two when you're grating up or crushing your garlic, and when you're grating or cutting up your ginger is going to work really well. Unlike your garlic, this needs to be stored in the refrigerator. So I've been doing it wrong. Although I would have thought that that would be a bit damp, but let's see. I'll start putting it in the fridge. If you have the dry powder, you want to keep it in a tightly sealed glass jar, and you want to keep it in the cupboard. So somewhere away from light, away from heat, and away from damp. So yeah, keep the jar well tightened up, and it will keep for several months. This is pretty much the stuff that you buy in capsules. So if you can get good food grade turmeric, there's no need to go and buy a capsule. If you split it open, it's the exact same thing, to be honest, to most of them. Some companies will try and improve the absorption of turmeric in capsules, so they'll micelize it, or they'll add it to fats, or they'll put a phospholipid form in. To be honest, just get cooking with it. Add it into everything that you can. I've even seen Garen added into porridge and smoothies. But he's a functional eater. If he knows he needs it, he'll do it. So yeah, I don't think I have anything else to add about turmeric. That's sort of it. Rich in manganese, rich in iron, rich in B6. It is used in the textile industry to dye things. It is used as a food colorant. Sometimes it is used as a medicine, and it is used in food. So amazing turmeric. Cool. Take care of yourselves, guys. It's a bit mad out there. I sometimes get waves of anxiety sort of hitting. I know it's not mine. I think it's just the general feelings out there. This is the unknown. And I think sometimes we question, is this real? Are we overreacting? Am I underreacting? I think now is the time to not worry if you're overreacting. It's probably better than not reacting or underreacting. And in time, this will just all play out as it's meant to. So slow down, and make the most of what we have right now, and just do your bit as a good citizen of this planet, which we're all trying to do. Take care. Bye.